Okay, cool. I am ready to go. Let me turn on my screen share and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
sure.
So, what do we have you work on the last time? The last
And
time we were here.
last time we were here, I played, I think, Ezreal, and it was just about like using your MIE correctly and stuff, and
Okay.
and how to properly team fight. I mean, I took a break shortly from League, so and then I recently started playing again.
I see. I see. I see.
I've
Interesting.
been
Interesting.
playing a lot of Zaya.
Dude, it seems like these games are crazy. Like 16
Yeah,
kills, 17 kills. Hot damn.
yeah, that's one of the games, and then I have one Kaisa game, which was pretty bad. I almost threw the game. So
Interesting. Okay. Well, let us take a look. What do you think? What do you think you need to work on now, or what do you think is holding you back?
um, I mean, mostly, I mean, you can't fix that. Map awareness is a big problem, and I often like if my support overcommits or something, I commit to and die when I shouldn't,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I randomly get caught pretty often.
Interesting, interesting. So I guess we'll take it, one step at a time. We'll see what um, the most, pressing, I guess, thing you should work on, and go from
Hmm.
there, huh?
Yeah.
This is all leaning. I guess this is a quick recap. What do you think you should do in this lane? I guess.
Poke and probably wait for a jungle gank since Kalista is pretty strong early.
Right. We're trying to look for some kind of poke, maybe some kind of
Yeah, and then
binding.
yeah, right.
And then what did they want to do?
They wanna all in
Yeah, they're just gonna
with and trade
if they
with
all in
Jenna.
you, it's over, right?
Yeah.
You're just gonna die to Callista. There's nothing you can do, pretty much, unless she has like 0 HP or something. That'd be kind of weird, but um, yeah. So far so good, I guess. If they push you in, I think it's fine. A lot of this lane depends on you being able to hit something slash Morgana being able to hit something. So, um, as long as you're not doing anything crazy, like, oh my gosh, she has free footwork. What the hell?
Yeah, I found that pretty weird too.
Interesting. Yeah, as long as you're not doing anything crazy, like trying to all in when you're not supposed to and stuff like that, I'm pretty happy. So, let's see. Fast forward. Um, So what possessed you to play Zaya? I guess.
I don't know. I've pretty much since she was released liked her, and now that the Samsung skin came out, I like her even more. So
How's the Samsung skin, by the way? It
it's
looks
pretty
pretty cool.
nice. Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
people are shit talking the skin because of the sign from Ruler in the loading screen,
Oh,
because it
what?
looks like a 3-year-old signed it, but otherwise it's pretty good.
Oh. Okay. Well, it wasn't too bad. Let's see. Let's take a look. So, let's say, is there anything we could have improved? I'm not gonna say it's not. This is not bad, right? But could we
Mhm.
have improved on, making this gank happen? What do you think?
Uh, I mean, I could have started fighting earlier, I guess.
Right? How so? In what way? What do you think?
Trying to hit him with Qs and autoing them, I guess.
So the biggest the cookie cutter strategy, right?
Hmm.
Is uh let's say you're getting ganked,
Hmm.
right? When's the most likely, or not the most likely, but what's the most effective time they come out? And for me and for many players, it's I'm trying to last hit a minion, and then I don't see him coming out because I'm trying to last hit the minion, right? So
Yeah, right.
if you look at it that way, if she goes for a minion and you try and hit her, what's gonna go through her brain?
Oh, I don't know. I guess she'll try fighting me back.
Right. She'll either say I'm gonna hit him back, or I'm gonna get the CS, or I'm trying to dodge a Q. But what is she not thinking about?
Yeah, getting ganked.
Yeah, the map. She's not gonna check the map, right? That's the big idea. So anything you can do to distract her from looking at the map is what you want to do, right? So anything like she wants this minion, you start fighting now because Jax is in range, right?
Right.
And since even though you guys lose all in whatever, you guys have more people, so it's automatic win, right?
Yeah.
All you have to do is make sure that you start trading, and there's no way they can get out, right? I'm surprised she didn't just run because I'm pretty sure she could have just run, but okay. But we did good. It's just something to note.
Yep.
For future reference, right? Okay, and then
Okay.
try to push this in, but this this is gonna be really hard. But whatever, you did the best you could, right? Okay, what's going on here?
That's like, I don't know. I like taking Sheen first because it's stronger in lane. But I don't know.
All right, let's take a look because I'm pretty sure everyone's
Actually, Rula said that in a tutorial from him for Ezreal recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Genji's YouTube channel.
Genji, let me see. Genji Ruler YouTube.
And their team has a YouTube channel, and he uploaded a Ezreal tutorial on it.
Is this?
No, gang. I can send you a link with.
Yeah, I want to see it now because it's really interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Because delaying your tier can be super dicey a lot of the times. But sure, we'll say that.
There it is. I've found the video.
Oh, chat is saying Ruler's Ezreal tutorial is garbage. Uh-oh. Not like this. Well, okay, sure. You have some more pressure with your Sheen, right?
Yeah.
And the downside is you don't get to stack your tier. So, one is trading some kind of early game for mid game, right? Because, not having your mana immune, your mirror mana is like, almost kind of disaster in a way, in the mid game, right? You actually won't be able to do anything. But then here's the trade off, right? You hit him once, and then he has no HP. So, if you can hit your auto attacks, or maybe if you can get a Sheen empowered auto attack and they can't respond, right? It could be good. So sure, we'll give you the benefit of the downside. It's probably not bad. Honestly, it's not gonna win or lose the game. You can kill this guy. Oh, okay, there it is. Sure. We'll say that's really good. Good find. Oh, here comes Wukong. He can't kill you. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you just kill both of them, right? Just start throwing shit in their face and then they're done. Oh! Okay, let's talk about this. So, when we're playing a skill shot champion, and you have they're in range of your skill shot, right? And you take the first opportunity that they're in range. Are you likely to hit them? The first possible opportunity, which is right off cooldown in your case. What are the chances you hit them?
Pretty low, I guess.
Right, we would say extremely low, right? Let's take a look at this. This is the classic example right here. First opportunity you take right here.
Yeah, right. That's
the classic. It's never gonna hit. Okay. And when I say never, it's not really never because sometimes they'll stand still or they'll get CC'd or whatever. But it's pretty much not gonna hit. And this is something I learned when I was trying to play Ezreal on Diamond 3, and I was doing exactly what you're doing. Okay. And this doesn't work for the reason that how can you hit them? Right. Yeah. And the window of opportunity to hit them does not usually coincide with like the first opportunity you get to throw your Q, if that makes any sense, right? Like your opportunity to hit her is right when she's throwing her spear and she's moving, right when your Q came out. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So now let's take a look at here when you're hitting Wukong, right? You didn't use it at the first opportunity and you're gonna hit him guaranteed, right when he auto attacked. Right.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. Always, 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 always. And this is something that's especially true with Ezreal because if you miss your Q, you can't do anything. Like she can win if you don't have Q, she automatically wins, right? Even if she has less health than you. So that's the. I'm actually surprised that you live here, and you know why did you live here? What do you think?
I mean, Jax was there, and she didn't have vision in the brush, so her auto cancelled.
True, true, true. But what keystone is she running?
Yeah, Fleet Footwork. Yeah.
Right. So there's no real.
That's a factor too. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It is really strange. But yes, we got saved by Jax, but we should have been able to kill her. Here's the difference: is that if you're here and you hit her with this Q, it doesn't matter what keystone she has, and that's a big difference, right? And it doesn't matter if you have Jax or not, right? So keep in mind that when you're trying to throw your Qs as Ezreal, it's usually not the first opportunity you get. Okay, you want to target a specific you want to target a specific reason, like in the middle of their auto attack when they go for a minion, right? When they're running in one direction, right? When they're chasing and they can't see you, anything like that. In this case, you say something like run in the bush and Q. I would think that's very high chance, right? Especially if you have a pink ward, you pink ward and then run in the bush and then Q, or you go point blank, right? We have all these reasons, but anything like this gives them an opportunity to outplay, right? So that's something I would definitely say if you're definitely planning on playing more Ezreal, right? That's something you want to look at. Honestly, anything with a skill shot, right? Is something you should always consider. So, but doing good. Okay. Let's talk about this. What happened here?
I don't know.
If you're dead here, why are you dead?
I mean, I didn't die, but I didn't really think about the TP itself. So
right. So okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at your OPGG, and we're not really taking TP, I guess. So you don't have to worry about it too much. But when it comes to using TP, there are several factors to consider, right? So first is what kind of wave are you coming back to, and what do we mean by that? Okay, not cannon. Let's pretend it's not cannon. Like, is it pushing towards you or pushing towards them? Are you losing minions or not?
Yeah.
Right. So in this case, we're not. So there's no real rush, but you can still consider TPing, right? So you can get on the map faster. And then the second thing you consider is how many people are here if I TP. So how many people are here if you TP?
2. I mean, 2 enemies and I'm alone. So.
Right. So there's no way, right? There's no way you want to do something like this, right? And then okay, how do you die? She slows you and then Kalista ults and then we're in trouble, right? Even if you have flash, I would say there's a high chance of you dying because Janet can do something like after she gets ultied into you, she's gonna like flash NATO or flash ulti. I don't know. There's no way this is a winning outcome, right? There's no way. No way. It's only you get away with it or you die. So that's not like a spot we want to put ourselves into. So when in doubt, make sure that the TP is like safe, right? Because even if Morgana is here, right? What if Morgana is here? Is this winning or losing?
I mean, it's still losing, I guess.
Right, and why is that?
She can't really do anything about them hitting me. Their wave is bigger, and she can't hit them in between minions.
Right. Remember in an all-in situation, if the team with skill shots is naturally at a disadvantage, right? Because they're either A, able to miss, or maybe their minions in the way, or B, they're gonna force a miss with a flash or a Kalista ulti. It doesn't matter what it is, right? So yeah, there's no way that you guys can win this because you're just forcing yourself into a spot that you can't win, right? So that's definitely something to consider. But I think just because it's TP and it's not really you don't run it every game. We'll cut you some slack. Don't worry about it too much, right? Okay, was there a reason for ulti here?
Not really, no. I just wanted to clear the wave, I guess.
Right. The case for ulti here would be like they're gonna dive you, and your jungle's topside, right? Like they're gonna 4-man dive you, so you're trying to clear all the minions. You don't care about last hitting, right? Then you would say that would be a good ulti, but in this case, I don't think it's the case, right? You would rather, you need your ulti for when she lands a bind, right? Or something like that. Oh, okay, we E in here, we're dying, right? Huh? What? Wait, damn. What's going on? Oh my god. Hello?
I don't really know.
Okay, so there's no Janna shield. There's
there
literally
was.
nothing. No ulti, no nothing. No Callista ulti. They just died. They literally just stood there and died. Okay, that was fucking strange. All right, whatever. But you did good. Maybe you could say something like
The E forward
if
was
you
a bit
no, if you land the
aggressive.
Q here, maybe you could say something like if you thought you're gonna kill her if you land Q here, then I think this is fine, right? But what happened here?
I didn't wait for her to do something so I can hit her.
Right. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Or this you could consider this to be slightly different in that when you E in, you can immediately Q them. But honestly, a lot of people miss this, right? So it's still the same idea. Okay, your Q is super important. If you do anything like this, you got to make sure you have a reason to be able to hit this. Like she's going right after she auto attacks or right after she jumps or anything like that. So like as she's throwing that spear, that's your chance. So you got to remember that's the opportunity, right? Don't fire it at your first chance because like this was good because you know she can only run in one direction, right? But you know the last 3 times we saw when you threw your Q at the first chance, there wasn't a really good opportunity to hit them, right? So that's what you want to be looking out for, okay, when you're playing skillshot champions. Yeah, so far that's all we've seen. How you're not dead here? Hold up. Yeah, we'll talk about this. You know, what rule are we breaking here?
I have no vision of the enemy jungler, and I'm low on HP and pushing, so I'm overextending.
Right. Hitting tower, right?
Yeah.
Remember that you hit tower when you know it's impossible for them to stop you, right? And the reason why we have to be super strict on this rule is because the benefits of hitting tower is okay, you're chipping away with the tower health, right? What are the downsides? If you guys get double killed, you guys are like almost unrecoverable, right? Like Wukong double kill. Dude, Camille double kill. I don't care, dude. Junglers nowadays, Nocturne double kill. Nocturne killing people is really bad too, right? Pretty much anyone. Rengar doesn't matter, right? So you have to say something like you gotta like E and then flash. I don't know. He comes from behind, you guys are dying. So really remember that when you see a tower, the first thing you should think of is who can stop me? And if anyone can remotely stop you, don't do it. Okay, that's super important, right? Because even something like okay, he has no TP, so that's not possible. But even something like the enemy top laner sacrifices their lane and TP behind you is probably winning for their team, right? So you want to put yourself in a quote unquote losing spot when your Jax is hiding behind you, or your team is ready to TP, or you have a Twisted Fate, he's gonna ulti, or you have a Gangplank ulti ready to help you. Honestly, Gangplank ulti probably doesn't do anything here, but you need something, right? Otherwise, don't hit tower, okay? They literally all have to be dead. I promise you. Something like this is dunzo, right? Because he could have, if he flashed after you, he didn't even ulti. What the hell? If he had flashed after you and ulti, is not good, right? So that's the idea. Wait, why didn't they push this in? Oh, maybe they can't push. They're just super weak. But yeah,
I mean, the Kalista went for first item Hurricane.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty troll. I don't know why. I don't know why she went Hurricane, but it doesn't make sense. So yeah, you're smashing them good, and then push them in.
Yeah, the R wasn't really
All right. So
well thought out. So
your E, you're doing a lot better in using your E, right? Okay, this is not good. How come this is not good? Or we're not gonna say it's not good, but what should you be prepared for?
Wukong coming and them turning, I guess.
Right. So I would say if you do this, you have to know Wukong is right here, and I would say this is borderline maybe okay because Jax is gonna be on the way, and then she has Black Shield, whatever. You guys can maybe get away with this, but you have to make sure that you know that it's coming, okay? but you know, nice try, I guess. But that's definitely that's definitely something you want to watch out for as Ezreal, right? But you know, it's interesting because you're like last time we were talking about how you should use your E properly.
Yeah,
and...
Wukong was even there. He was in Crybrush just now.
Oh yeah, so he was here, right? But yeah, like we said, your Jax is here, but it turns out that Wukong is kind of disgusting. Oh my god. Yeah, I think you know your E usage has gotten better, but I think you might be using it too aggressively still sometimes. And when we say aggressive, we just mean like you E in and it doesn't do enough, and then you guys lose. Okay, this is perfect, right? Why is this good?
I dodged the Genonado, and
Right, so
they
you
pretty much don't have anything to punish me with anymore.
Just straight dodge, automatic win, right? Good to go. And she's low enough that you know 1Q she's dead. So that was really good. That was really good. So you want to do that, okay? And then the other thing we want to talk about is, what do you think? What other ability do we need to talk about as well?
Yeah, my ultimate and Q.
Right.
Probably.
So you know this would have been 10 times easier if you had ulti or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But okay, right. Okay, I think we can finish this off, and then you just gotta run. Sure. You can even Oh, what?
I went for one more wave.
Oh my god. Well, okay. If you think Wukong ulti is still down, then yeah, okay. But this could be fast enough, you know. I think that this can be reasonable if you think Wukong ulti is down or he's not coming bot for whatever reason. I think it's reasonable. Okay, you have flash too, so I would not. I would say this is pretty good, right? This would be a good usage of ulti, right? To clear a wave you otherwise could not clear, like they're diving you, or to push a wave you could otherwise not push, like Wukong's coming. You got to push ASAP, right? They're bot and Wukong's coming. So this is a good example. The other times kind of didn't make sense, right? So don't push a wave. You were already able to push the wave, right, without having using your ulti. So don't use your ulti. But sure. And then
what do you think of getting attack speed boots on Ezreal?
I think that's fine.
I like it since you get 40% CDR anyways if you go double tier.
I think that's absolutely fine, right? Honestly, it's probably preference, but attack speed is great, especially if you're going gauntlet. So it's good that you made the decision to go mid here, right? Why is that?
We can't really push for tier 2 on bot lane, and there was a wave mid, so nobody was farming it.
All right, perfect. There's nothing to do bot, so you wanted to go to a different lane, and the reason why we know we can't do anything bot is because Morgana didn't go. So you can't really go by yourself in a way. I mean, you could, but you know, judging by the way the map looked, stuff was going on up top side, and you know, it looked like Malzahar wanted to go top, so we ended up being in the right spot. Okay, same thing here. You need this ulti for the top dive or Morgana binding or Rift Herald fight.
Yeah, I just wanted to get the top tower as quickly as possible since it was already low. So
I think you want to conserve your ulti. Okay, don't use it to push waves unless they're diving you, right? And even then, if you can't clear the wave, you use it for the dive, or you're pushing a wave, but you have to do it like instantly. Okay, don't do it on a neutral wave. Okay, it's not good enough, we would say. Okay, something's going on bot, so we base. I think it's fine. Because you're finishing an item, buy some pink words. You need to buy some pink words too. Just get into the habit of that. That's like something like you don't need to do anything fancy or practice anything crazy. It's just buy a pink word every time you base. That's a good rule of thumb. Okay. Okay. What? Is there anything wrong with this picture? Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay, don't chase. That's what I was gonna say. Don't chase. But you guys got out in time. Oh, there it is. She died. I think you can avenge her. You gotta run though. Wukong's on the way. Wow. Okay, you guys are good to go. This is a free ulti. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, we got that was pretty bad.
It's okay. We don't need to talk about that. Go top, push these waves. Sure, everything's good. Farm everything. Basing is fine. You want to go to dragon, right? What's going on here? So yeah, few things is just mechanics wise, you know, ability usage, right? You already know your Q and your ulti and your E to some extent, right? Don't E forwards. We just gotta say don't E forwards unless you know where their team is.
Yeah, right.
Like eating forwards means you're gonna fight 3v3, 2v2. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
So that's definitely something you want to look out for because you're definitely gonna get punished if you keep doing it. And then the other thing is ulti, right? Oh, right. Like we said, you're gonna get punished. Wait, you should die here? 100%. I don't know what's going on. Hello? Does Ari have nothing? Oh yeah, she already used charm, I guess, and W. I can't believe you got away with this. There's no way. Okay. We're gonna throw in a few rules for your mechanics because in terms of decision making, as long as you're not using your ulti on random waves, you're doing pretty good, right? You're being where you're supposed to be. You're pushing out your waves. You're maximizing your income. Everything's looking good. I'm not gonna lie, right? Oh, you're gonna kill this guy. Just ulti first.
Nice.
Oh! Oh!
I didn't even bother chasing afterwards because I was so mad at myself.
Okay, it's fine. Whatever. Okay, here. Okay, this is the first time we could say your decision making can be improved. What do you think you should do here?
I mean, she didn't have vision on me, so I could have just used my ultimate and then jumped over the wall and.
Oh no! Like, let's say all this happened and she has the base, right? What do you do now?
I mean, do Drake afterwards, maybe.
Right, you can do Dragon, right? Because how do you know? You saw Wukong top.
Wukong is top, yeah.
Right, so you should basically. Here's the idea of this is actually something I learned watching one of COG's like what's it called? I don't know what they call it, but like TSM Legends.
Yeah, right.
Right, COG had like a version of that before, and one of the things that the coach was saying was whenever there's a play going on, try and make yourself a part of it, even if you can't help the fight, right? So let's say in this example, there's a fight going on top, right? And we can't help that, right? But what can we do to make ourselves a part of that, right? Instead of a fight happens top and you base, it's a fight happens top and they're buying time for you to farm, or they're buying time for you to do dragon, right? Or they're distracting the enemy team so you can do something else, right? We want to be productive with our time. So and the reason why basing is considered probably the bottom option is because when you base, what do you do after you base? You can't do anything. By the time you get anywhere, the team is already done with the play, if that makes any sense, good or bad. So whenever you see something going on, it's an indicator that maybe you can do something.
Yeah.
Like you see people here, it's like, oh, okay, this is an indicator that we can steal red, or we can do dragon, right? Or maybe we can hide in a bush and wait for Kalista, right? Anything like that. Or let's say Baron's up, maybe you got a base and go Baron, right? But in this case, you would say, right, all this stuff is going on top, but we're not getting anything out of it, right? So that's one thing you can add into your decision making, because other than that, it looks pretty good, I would say. If you lose games on this champion and you play like this, it's because you E forward or you have no ulti for team fights, right? Something like that. Oh, wait, what? You just kill this guy? Excuse me? Oh my, you're clean. All right, let's watch this. You see this? So, let's talk about how you did this. Why do you think you won this?
Because I waited for him to E into my face to Q him.
Yeah. If you had missed that Q, 100% lost. But since you waited, he can't win, right? That was really good. So this is all you have to do is we know that you can do everything we talked about, like Eing correctly, like you dodge a NATO, or using your Q correctly, you're holding on to it until you can shoot them in the face, or using your ultimate on good waves, right? Or in fights. It's just that we need to increase the consistency. You know what I'm saying? You definitely know how to do it. You do it about like half the time, I would say. It's just that you need to do it. You want to aim for, okay, 90% is kind of harsh, but you want to aim for at least 80%. Okay, 80% of the time, it has to be good. That's what we want to look for. Okay, something's going on mid. This is the same. What would we say about this? If there's a play going on mid,
I should. If I'm not able to join, I should have kept pushing top, I guess.
Right. So this is the idea. Okay, this is a general rule of thumb. If something's going on, do not recall. Okay, the only time you recall is top laner trades super hard, recalls, teleports back to the fight. That's like the only time that's like the only time I've seen, or they have to recall to stop a backdoor, right? And those are like really edge cases. So whenever something's going on, do not recall. That's like the general rule of thumb. You got to do something else, right? Like they're doing something here. Maybe you can help them. I would say don't help them, right? Because this is like 2v4, but you can do camps, right? Maybe you can be in the area to poke people. Maybe you can push top, right? But basing is probably the worst option, right? We would say. Even something like doing scuttle crab if it's up is much better, right? But yeah, I would say basing is the worst option, right? And then sure, we based in TP'd, but I think that we didn't have to use TP. We could have just done a lot of other things. Oh no, you're dying. Oh, we got away somehow. Okay, all you have to do is press Q and you win the game, right? You can one shot Calista here. Let's go. Let's see it. Oh, you eat for it. Oh, oh. She has no damage. Okay.
I should have been dead 100%.
Right. We need to talk about this. So,
yeah, the E forward was ambitious.
All you gotta do is just auto attack and Q. Okay, and hold on to your E. So here's a rule of thumb we're going to give to you to fix all 3 abilities. Okay.
Okay.
Is be patient. Do not use them. Do not use them. Just do not. Right. Because I think you're using it like at the first opportunity or maybe the first few opportunities you see, but it's not good because those are oftentimes not the correct windows of opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like in this case, you can't kill her without landing Q, right? So if you E forward and you have no Q, and then you miss, and then it's like, if she had any amount of anything,
damage,
we're done. You're done, right? And you were like,
even if she had another keystone.
All right, look how fed you were, and you almost died, right? So, that's like you definitely want to make sure that you're holding on to your abilities, okay? And it's like you can look at this result and say this was good. Right? You can look at this result and say, even though you miss stuff and you eat in and you're 1v3, it's winning because you're fed, right? But the problem with this argument, I actually think this argument is correct, right? It's like, oh, if you can, if you know this is winning, go for it. But here's the problem: is that how can you replicate this in your next 100 Ezreal games?
Yeah, I can't. If the enemies are slightly better, I am dead there for sure.
Right. So there's a problem: is that you can't repeat this, right? And how do we make sure that you can always make good plays while always having consistent value on your abilities, right? So that's definitely what you should look at. In terms of the other stuff, I would say you hit tower once and stuff, but honestly, the bigger problems where you're eating in and stuff like that. So this game looks pretty dunzo. You're just walking all over these guys, but sure, fast forward. Okay, what's going on here? All you have to do is just Q and auto attack and just winning. You don't even have to E. Oh wow, clean. Very nice, very nice. Oh, she's trying to run away and she hit the shroom on accident. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. You're just killing everyone now, so that's nice. But okay, very nice.
The other game I sent you, so is way worse.
Is this Kaisa?
Yeah.
Do you want to play more Kaisa, or? It's just a whatever.
I don't know. Like I like her, but most of the time when I try picking her, I run it down mid. So. Oh,
me too, dude. So I'm not sure if I'm the best person to review
I've
this.
I've been watching your stream.
Dude, it's so bad. I don't know what's going on, but honestly, I would say, judging from that replay, you have a good eye for knowing what you want to do. It's just making sure that it's squeaky clean. Squeaky clean, okay? Because from what we saw from that game, I think common problems you might have is you wasting abilities, right? Anything like that is super important because you're usually where you're supposed to be, right? You're making good decisions on catching waves or pushing waves or doing camps. Okay, sure, if something's going on, don't base. But that's an easy fix, I think, right? And of course, don't hit tower, but that's also an easy fix. It's when you play these champions, make sure that, honestly, Zai is a big problem with that too, because if you waste Q, E, or W, if you waste any abilities, you can't do anything as Xayah, right? So I think that if we were to see other replays, it'd be much of the same in terms of what are you using your abilities for. But let's see what's going on here. I like the way the way you think when it comes to what you should be doing after lane. You're doing really good on that end. It's just the mistakes we saw out of lane were basing when something's going on or eating into a fight. that's pretty much what we saw. So okay, all you have to do is walk up and hit this guy, and you're winning. So what's going through your head during this laning phase?
To be honest, I was just hoping I get through lane without dying.
Oh, okay. Interesting, but fair. One thing, it's not something you should really worry on because I don't think we saw you have problems in lane. But if you have a trading support and they do not, your default strategy is fight them for these minions. As long as you think you can't die to all in, catch, gank, whatever. Your default is if you can't die, you fight them for the minions and you force a trade. And then, why is that good?
They miss CS and we most likely win the trade, so they have to play more passive and have to miss even more CS.
Right. It's not most likely. You definitely win the trade, right? You're just gonna throw a wave on you and it's over, right? They can't do anything. So that's the default strat if you want to work on that. But honestly, I don't think that's something you need to worry about yet, right? At this rank, it's about making sure we're fighting well, and that's about it. Honestly, making sure we're fighting well. We don't even care about CS that much. You're doing good as long as you're doing good out of lane. The CS in lane probably matters less, to be honest. Let's fast forward. This lane is just oh wow, this Jinx is dying. You just walk up and kill her. Pretty sure you can walk up and kill her.
I tried to die and the minion caught it.
So how do you do it
my
here?
Nami almost died. I mean, I probably could have just used my E to get closer to her and started hitting her, and would have won probably.
Right, and you just press Q, and then after you flashes, you flash W, right? So
yep.
This is one of those. Okay, missed opportunity, but honestly, this could also be a product of you don't play Kaisa. So I wouldn't worry about too much, but I think you can just walk up and auto attack her, and then she can't do anything, right? The basic idea applies is let's say you can kill her, but you don't know how, right? How do you know you can kill her?
She's pretty low.
Yeah, she has 250 health.
And she's pushed up.
Yeah. So you're gonna run her down, right? So how do you do it? Oh, you're not sure what abilities to use? What's the solution? Don't use any, right?
Yeah.
And you just walk up, and then it'll be obvious. I promise you. Using your abilities, and it looks really good. It'll be really obvious. Okay, I promise you. All you have to do is just walk up. You don't even have to E. You're not supposed to E here. You just walk up and auto attack her, and she's gonna flash, and you flash Q. That's it, right? So it's easy. And how do we come to that? How do we come to that solution? Well, we could calculate it. Do you play chess at all?
I mean, I used to, but yeah.
So how you used to think like, oh, I take this piece, he takes this piece, I take this piece, right? That's like calculating, right? So that's like saying something like, oh, we're gonna walk up, auto attack her, and then she's gonna flash. You're gonna flash W her after, right?
Yep.
And then there's another aspect to chess where a lot of times calculating takes too much of your thinking process. And instead, you should look at it from a positional way. Like, let's say, for example, let's say you exchange pieces and you double up his pawns. You just know that's theoretically good, right? And then eventually, calculating will lead you to the same conclusion, right? So in this case, it would be, that if you don't use any abilities and you save it for better value, it's going to be good. So you just walk up, hit her, and then you will find out that after she flashes, you have free value, right? So it's the same idea, except try to make mental shortcuts, right? Let's say you can kill her, but you don't know how. Don't use abilities and walk up and hit her, right? That's the idea. And then, sure, you can calculate away, but I think this is more important. Is just making sure theoretically what's good, right? Even here, right? You can just hit her because you win trades and she has no HP still. So, let's see what's going on here. They have no mana, so you just kill them for sure. Oh, you could have killed him right there too.
Yeah. I know.
But honestly, this is just you don't play Kaisa, so it's really hard to tell you know, oh, do this, do that. So I don't know if this is something you want to stick with, then I think that's fine. But know that the general strategy is don't use anything. Okay. When it comes to your abilities, don't use it unless you know it's really good. Wait, let me see this. Did you hit him?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Honestly, if you hit him, I don't think it would have. Oh wait, you would have gotten an assist. So,
Yeah.
how do you improve on this? What do you think?
I mean, I could have moved earlier, or
No. You moved at a good time.
I mean, I should have waited for him, for me to see where exactly he is. So
Exactly.
I should.
You have all the time in the world. Where's he gonna run? Right? He's gonna try. Can you see my mouse over here?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, he's gonna try and just run back to his jungle, right? So it's
Yeah.
impossible for you to miss if you wait. So I think patience is something that could help you out when you're using abilities. Okay, just make sure you're the most patient person. You need to push this in.
I tried pushing it in, didn't have the mana for it, so I decided to just fuck it and go back. Because she won't probably freeze anyway, so.
No, not like this. Okay,
Yeah,
honestly,
I didn't have any mana.
the correct idea is something like kill these as fast as possible, and then you can leave the range minions, or something like ask your hacker room to help. I don't know, but
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
yeah, honestly, this is not something you worry about yet. Okay, you're not gonna get punished at this rank.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it yet. Don't worry about it yet. When it becomes a problem, you'll know. Okay, you'll know when it becomes a problem. What is hacker room doing? Oh Jesus.
You run it down.
Yeah, I tried to invade when you based, so that's kind of awkward. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Fast forward. Oh!
I should have waited with my
Yeah,
R.
exactly. That's all you need to know.
Flash.
Is you gotta wait. That's all you need to know. Is waiting will be better. Oh, he's dead too though.
No, she isn't.
No, he's definitely dead. Look at that.
Oh yeah, she's
definitely dead. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. So how do you know you could have waited?
Because Hecarim was on the way anyways, and they can't really get away. So
exactly. They can't get away. So they're gonna 100% flash, then you ulti them, right? So I promise you, waiting will always lead to the result you want. We haven't seen a single example where waiting too long misses opportunities, right? The only time we quote unquote waited too long is when we didn't even see the opportunity, right?
Right.
So I promise you, if you think you can do something, you can do it. Just wait longer to make sure that it's mega clean. Okay, pretend that they're like challenger players. You want to be able to make a play where it's unbeatable. I'm not even joking. Like that's how you do it. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You're always trying to make a play that's unbeatable, right? And that's the general idea. Oh, I think we might be dying here. Okay, nice. Okay, very nice, very clean. Wow, look at this. So let's talk about this. Explain this in terms of value.
I mean, she used her W. I dodged Velko's spells and then went in, I guess. And I'm way stronger than her, so or no, I'm not even. But yeah.
Let's talk about this in terms of your value. Don't worry about theirs for now. How much value did you get out of your abilities?
I mean, I guess a lot. All my Q projectiles went on Jinx, so it did a lot of damage to her.
Right, it was almost perfect, right? Which is why you destroyed them, is because they're not going to get perfect, right? They're just going to miss everything. They actually missed everything, right? So that's one way to explain it, is that you had better value than them on all things, right? You auto-canceled your E, you auto-canceled your Q, you used your ulti as a shield and a gap close, right? Everything was good. That's all you need. As long as everything is good, you're winning. The second way you can use to explain it is whose all-in is better?
Ours.
Why
way better. Cause for them to win an all-in, Vel'Koz has to hit everything and be in a safe position so we can't interrupt him.
Right, he's skill shot. So automatic loss. And Nami's bubble is also skill shot, but she has point and click. She doesn't need to use her bubble for all in. Well, I mean, if it's against like Alistar and stuff, then yeah. But she has the edge over other skill shot champions, right? Because she has her E and her W. So you guys automatically won because of matchup and because of how much value you got, right? So this is a clear example of like as long as you're getting good value, you're gonna win. You're gonna win the game, right? Just like straight up, you're just gonna kill people, right? That's how you. That's kind of I think what your main focus should be, right? Okay, and then here, who's their jungler? I don't know, but you want to be scared, right?
I think Kindred.
Right. So this is how do you know you're safe here? What's the difference between this and last game?
I mean, I just saw their mid lane that a few seconds ago that he was mid, and I don't know, their bot lane was dead, so they're just coming back. I don't know where their jungler is though.
Let's pretend that their jungler is Wukong with ulti and flash. Are you okay?
I mean, probably yeah, since I have both Psalms already.
Right, that's the difference. You didn't have Psalms last game, right? Remember?
Yeah.
So that's how you know you can hit tower or not. Actually that's an indicator. That's not actually a foolproof way, right? Because let's say who's a stupid jungler? Let's say it's let's just say it's not jungler. Let's just say it's Talon, right? You're dying no matter what.
It was Talon mid. So.
Okay, true. But okay, here's a better one. What if it's Camille? You're dying no matter what, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you need to do something like stand here when she ults you and then flash up. I think you're just dead. There's no way.
Yeah.
You're just dead. So this is like a big thing you have to remember when you're winning, which is what happened last game too, is hitting tower is a mistake unless you have figured out, unless you've calculated what they can do to you. That's the important part. And then if you want to think about it in a theoretical way, they're missing people that are coming for you. Can you win or not, right? Based on matchup. And the answer is no, because matchup, if you want to talk about like, how we talk about lane matchup, like all in trade, poke, whatever, the most prevalent like kind of champion in the meta right now is all in one-shot champions, right? So you guys definitely lose 2v2, right? Even 1v2 sometimes. So Kindred can even be considered, she's going to one-shot you, right? She just hits you 3 times, you die.
Yeah.
So that's definitely what you want to watch out for. Oh, okay, this is really good if you can land the bubble. Start with bubble, automatic win. Even if Kindred's here, you have Hecarim, so you can just run it down. You press E. This works too. Oh, goodbye, Jinx. Oh, look at that, one shot, right? Right?
Yeah.
Seems good. Okay, and then you have more people, so you just run in his face and you win. Okay, very nice. Very good. So yeah, we have no qualms about your decision making, okay? It's just just make sure you're getting good value. And every time you get good value, you've won every single play. Every time you had poor value, it was kind of dicey, I would say, right? In these replays. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
So let's see what's going on here. I think as long as you can focus on this fighting idea. Oh, he is dying.
I was so mad that I should have waited.
No, it was good. It's good.
Yeah, I got so mad that game because he got away so often with like 1 HP.
That's funny. Oh, there you have a brand mid. What the hell? Okay, very nice. He's slowed, so he can't dodge. Okay.
I didn't need to flash.
Yeah, but we'll give you a pass.
I just wanted the kill.
We don't care. We as long as you're making good plays, we don't care. Okay. That's the important part. Is as long as you're having unbeatable good plays, consistency is all we care about. Okay. We don't care if you do it inefficiently, as long as you know it's 100% win. Right, like using flash if you don't have to, or using heal if you don't have to. We don't care about that. Okay, we only care about did you make a good play in the first place. Right. Okay, that Kindred's just dead. What the hell? Oh, you don't want to. You don't want to fight that guy. Oh.
Yeah, I died.
How do we know you don't want to fight this guy?
I don't have vision of anybody else. I don't have summoners nor my ultimate. So
right. So
I can't really fight him.
Yeah, we don't really have a reason here. Yeah, you could say, missing people is a big one. You can also say not having anything is a good one. I think it was just there's nothing to do there, right? Maybe you could like hit him once or twice, but I think he's just one-shotting you, right? How would he kill you? I would imagine something like W flash ulti Q auto, right? And you die.
Yeah.
So Nothing to do here. So, oh, that's the first time I've seen you do that, I think. Except when you EN as Ezreal. So, wouldn't worry about it too much. But if it's something that happens every game, that might be something you want to take a look at, right? Okay, push in, and then, okay, this could be dicey. You don't know where Talon is. Oh, there it is. Talon's killing your Nami. Wait, what? Though that Nami bubble say, oh my god, that Nami bubble is crazy. Oh my god, you're killing him.
There,
I
should have waited. No. That's why I got mad that game.
Oh.
I mean, it was obvious you would jump over the wall, so I could have waited.
It was close. It was close. I would say unlucky. You say unlucky here, okay? You had good value.
Then Nami flashed over the wall and died.
Nami did some crazy stuff, but whatever. Okay, and then you kind of want to run. Definitely want to run. Maybe Hecarim's here. Oh, you're dead as hell. Okay, yep. So
I was alone. I shouldn't have pushed so far.
Right. Yes. So if there are some kind of mistakes out of laning, besides mechanical mistakes, and we say mechanical mistakes is like getting good value on abilities, right? It is something like, you know, they are coming for you, and you're just gonna die when they gank you, right? So I think a thing you could work on, I would say, don't worry about it as much as the fighting stuff, but this is your second priority, okay? The second thing you want to work on is your map awareness, right? Is you look at the map first. You always want to look at the map first in the mid game, late game, because this will, I think several of your out of lane problems are related to this. Like they say, for example, when I was like, hey, don't base, your team's doing something, right? You wouldn't know unless you looked at the map, right? That's the first thing you always look at is you look at the map after you clear a wave, or while you're clearing a wave, or before you clear a wave, and you say, what's going on? So if you look at the map here, right before you clear a wave, you say, what's going on? Okay, they're ganking you, right? Yeah. Or they're ganking Gnar, or they're ganking mid. So you wait and see what happens, because if they gank Gnar, he gets away. If they gank mid, they get away. If they gank you, you die. So you want to make sure that you know what's going on the map first before you make a decision. I think that's something that can help you a lot. But honestly, for the last game, we saw most of your decisions were really good. So it's kind of hard to fault you now, but I think this is like a common problem. I would say, right? Seems like a common thing. Oh my god! What? Let me watch this. You see this auto attack? Check it out. Ready? Oh, hello? Hello? Right, you see the problem with these meta champions, right?
Yeah.
They just one shot you, so Jesus Christ. He's gonna kill them all. He's gonna kill them all. Oh, he doesn't get Talon. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh, Brand got him. You just had to ulti and you kill him. He didn't want to ulti, I guess. Okay. Jesus. So yeah, that's the thing you want to look at. Or out of lane. The first thing you do before you make a decision is look at the map. Okay. Oh, you're gonna kill this guy. We're done.
And I'm dead.
Oh no, you have flash. You have flash. You're good. Okay, I think you're dying.
If I hit my W, I wouldn't have needed to R in, I guess. I think he would have died if my W hit.
We're not going to say too much about this because there's several things going on here, right? But yeah, you could say you miss your W, right? You could just aim down here. But honestly, there's a few things going on here, right? Like first we miss a skill shot, and then we walk in when we should be running away, I think. And then when you flash out, you want to run. You don't want to stay, right? I wouldn't worry about this. This doesn't come up often, but this is like the idea of what are you trying to do at any given situation, right? What are you trying to do? You want to kill him and you want to run, right?
Yeah.
Is the idea. So what's the problem? You didn't tell yourself that beforehand, and so during the moment you tried to fight, because you didn't figure it out beforehand, right? So you try to fight here, and how do you know you win this?
I have both sums and Nami wave coming.
I would say it's probably not good enough, right? Clearly it's not good enough, right? So how do you know you win this? We don't really have a reason, I would say. I can't believe he didn't have ulti or anything, right? So he's like missing stuff, and you're like dying, right? So just know that nowadays you can't really win against these champions.
Yep.
In a straight fight, right? You need some kind of unfair advantage. You need like a third person. You need like when Nocturne goes on you, you need a flash over a wall. You need something special to win, right? So usually you're just always gonna lose, right? Which is what happens, right? You have both sums, doesn't matter. Usually you're gonna lose. I can't believe he didn't ulti. How does he not have ulti? He definitely has 40. He definitely has hella cooldown, right? So yeah, I would say I think you thought you won this maybe, but then turns out you didn't. So maybe in the future you would know that you usually can't win against these champions until. Wow. Usually I would say you outscale, but I don't even think that happens anymore, right? They still one-shot you no matter what.
Yeah.
Maybe until you get like a GA and you trick them or something like that. Or an hourglass, a stopwatch, or something like that. But yeah, I would say you want to play mega safe, right? Don't worry about that. I'll not worry about that. That was just decision making. Like you should have known. You needed to know you wanted to run. So that's not something. This is like the first time we've seen that, right? So I wouldn't worry about that at all. Okay, that's not good. You want to run now? Oh shit! Everyone needs to get out. This is a disaster. You don't want to even try and help. Oh, okay. You can maybe finish him off. W. Oh, you don't want to ulti that. You have no W. Wait. You almost got him.
Yep.
PogChamp. Okay, nice try. You could argue holding on to W there makes sense, but honestly, you did the best you could. The fight was a disaster, so you did the best you could. Don't worry about it. Okay, this is dicey because Talon's still here, right?
I guess sure. He was pretty low though.
Okay.
Never mind. Dead. He died to ground.
Oh, he died. Okay. Sure, going bot is great. So yeah, we have no qualms about you going to silence and stuff. This is all very good. It's whenever you overextend or when you base when you shouldn't is out of lane macro ideas. Okay. Other than that, you're doing really good. Oh, you want to keep going by here? That Baron's gone. You want to go by here, right? How do we know?
Our jungler's dead, so they have smite. We don't.
Right. Based on the we'll pause here. Wait for it. Based on this, the idea is remember there's a fight going on. Make yourself a part of the play. So what's the play here? We can't help. You literally cannot get there, right? So you need to push bot, right? Exactly. So you already know. It's just it feels bad because it feels like it's a losing situation, and it is. You guys are losing Baron. That's just because someone got caught, so it's not your fault. But if you're trying to, if you're gonna fight this, wow, no way, you guys are winning this. Let's watch this. Kindred really has no ulti?
I think she did have it, but just didn't choose to use it, I guess.
Chose not to use it. Maybe she was just unexpected, right? Oh, I hope you win this. That was a sick bubble. That was a game-changing bubble right there. Wow. I guess I stand corrected, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but they definitely should have baroned, and I don't think you guys could have done anything about it. So,
yeah, most likely.
Wow. Oh, here comes Talon. Let's watch this. That's a double kill right there, right?
Yeah.
You got the baron though. It doesn't matter. He's gonna jump over a wall. Huh? He can't. What? Which wall did he jump over? What? Why
he
couldn't he jump?
Probably still has cooldown on that wall.
Oh, interesting. Is that long, huh? Okay. Sure. I guess you're getting Runons. You saw a ruler do that, right? I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that build too. So I was like, that's really interesting. Storm Razor first. Run it down mid. I think now we just stick with our team and you automatically win, right? You don't have to do anything crazy. Sure, sieging seems kind of dicey, but you have a brand. So, and their Vel'Koz is a support. So I would say this is a viable strategy. You just sit here and throw shit at them. Very nice. Very good. What you're doing here is really good. Oh, he's dying. Oh, get his ulti. Wait, we're dying.
Yeah, I didn't expect the Vel'Koz damage.
Oh.
He was like 2 and 8.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Not like this. You thought you were baiting them, but they were baiting you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. Are you serious? How does this kill you? You see what I mean? Everything just kills you. So
yeah, he's passive proc.
Yeah, you should just pretend everything kills you, because I don't understand how with just the Ludens.
Yep.
You just die. Okay, sure, they have tower shots and Kindred auto attack, but I mean, yeah, that's pretty troll. I don't know. I would say that's also kind of unlucky. You had the right idea. Don't worry about it so much. I think you're a bigger fish to fry. So,
yep.
If you want to prevent something like that, it's like before. This is one of those, like, in team fights, you have to make sure you know what's gonna be thrown at you, right? So it's gonna be talent, it's gonna be Vel'Koz ulti. What else is there? Is that it? That can't be it. Vel'Koz ulti, talent. Who's their top laner?
Vel'Koz knockup. Sion.
Oh, Sion ulti. Okay, yeah, that's about it. Those are the things you want to look out for. So, okay, I hope you're ready for talent here, because he's gonna come on you right now. Okay, fine. Looks like you guys are fine. You guys are fighting. Hit the closest guy. You're just automatically winning if you hit the closest guy.
I played that fight so bad.
I think we forgot about Vel'Koz again, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just need a base here, dude. There's no way. Oh, okay. You can ulti in this. Okay. Yeah, but you forgot about Vel'Koz ulti again, I think.
Yep.
Let me watch this again. How's he doing so much damage to you? This is disgusting. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck? He legit one-shot you from full health. And you had heal, right? And you had heal.
Yeah.
And he's playing support. He has one item. And he's 2 levels lower than you. Oh, Sanal? People are saying Sanal? No, I don't see Sanal. Oh, they're talking about before. Yeah, I don't know, dude. This is fucking troll. But yeah, this is just your degree of safety just has to be higher, right?
Yeah.
But sure, you guys win. Okay, so yeah, from what we saw today, I would say that the two main things, let me see. Let's just put like a thing here. The two main things I think you should work on would be something like you have a mechanics portion, okay? Be patient with your abilities, okay? That's what you want to, that's like your main focus, I think, for your next however many games. Because I think when you were playing Ezreal at the very least, that was like your limiting factor. And when you were playing Kaisa, I think other things were limiting you, but it was still there, right? So be patient with your abilities, okay?
Yeah.
And then when it comes to out of lane, let's say macro, because people are like macro, whatever. We'll say something like look at the map before making a decision. So like, for example, play is happening on the map, don't base, right? And B, before you push, are they ganking you? Yes, they are ganking you. Okay, so that's in a nutshell, these two things, okay? And hitting tower or pushing a deep wave is kind of the same thing. Don't do it. There has to be an exception to do it. Like all 5 of them show top or 4 of them show top or whatever. Then you can do that, right? But the reason why this is so important is because if you don't do this and you get caught by a TP play, they're gonna get Inferno Dragon. Or if you don't do this and they gank you, you lost jungle and you lost bot lane, right? This is why this section is super important. But honestly, yeah, I would say these are 2 big things I think you should work on. And if there's stuff that wins you games, it's this. And if there's stuff that if you're throwing games because you're eating into the enemy team, that's this. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. There are two types of mistakes you're making. Is you just like go in and it doesn't make sense, or you get caught because you didn't know about XYZ. So I would say if you can work on both of them, that's great, right? Like tell yourself, be patient, don't use anything, and look at the map all the time. But if you need to like only focus on one, I would say practice this until like the way you do it is let's say we're in game and then we look at a random point in the game, and then when do you look at the map? Right now, because you have nothing else to do, right? And then fast forward a bit, let's take a look at this example. When you look at the map, you're fighting this guy. Okay, you pause, you look at the map, to top, keep going, right? That's like the advanced version, but let's see if we can find a better example, because in the middle of a fight it's kind of hard. Okay, you're gonna push this in, look at the map, who's here? Vel'Koz. Okay, push this in, you're gonna run down. That's all you need to do. It's just anytime you're trying to do anything, you look at the map first, right? Okay, look at the map and you want to push bot. Okay, who's coming? Talon. Okay, don't do it because you can't win, right?
True.
He needs to not have ulti, right? Fast forward. I think it's where we died, right? Okay, fast forward. What's another example? Come on. Anytime there's a decision to be made, like here, right? This is good. You press tab. Who's missing? Okay, they see Kindred. That's about it. You're good to go, right? Kindred, is this missing? Kindred and Talon.
Yeah,
so where are you running? You just run straight back. I think it'll be okay, right? You're good to go. So you push and then you're good to go. And then you see him, sure, you can go. Then you make another decision after you push, right? But that's the basic idea, okay? Is whenever you're trying to do anything, you look at the map. So here you look at the map, Jinx is bot, you guys can run to Baron, right? You can go ward everything. Oh, let's do another thing. Pink ward every base. And even if you have a ward on the map, you need to buy another one, because oftentimes your ward will be on the dragon, and then you guys get dragon, your ward on the dragon doesn't do anything now, right?
Yeah. Right.
So you need a pink ward every base is another thing. So this is easy to do. I hope you can just like tell yourself buy a pink ward every base. I promise you, it's worth it. You'll win games. Like this example, right? You guys can ward Baron. What are they gonna do?
Nothing. Pretty much.
How fast can you do it?
Pretty fast, since I'm Kaisa.
Right. It's just Baron is so weak,
passive.
right? Yeah, you got Gnar, Hecarim, Brand, Kite. You guys kill Baron immediately. So what do? You hide in the pit. What are they gonna do?
Face trick us and die.
Yeah, face check Nami wave, and then you guys win, right? And then how do you know this is winning? It's 5v4. Jinx is bot. And then how do you know 5v5? It still can be winning. They face check Nami wave. This is really good, right? Engage is really good. So you guys just have the advantage if you have one pink ward. So that's why it's super important. So Doran doesn't matter. So your potion doesn't matter. You just need to get it. So that would be the easy fix here. Okay.
Yeah.
Pink ward every base. So any questions?
Not really, no.
Agree, disagree? Want to go over anything again? What do you think?
I fully agree with the things you said. There's nothing much to say about that.
Okay, cool. I think that you have a really good eye on your Ezreal. It's just don't E in.
Yeah.
I think just being more not just like, I'm not gonna say don't E in. I'm just gonna say if you or when you E in, make sure you're 100% sure it's gonna be good. Okay.
Yeah.
And then honestly, as long as you increase your consistency, I think you're gonna win every single game. Right? These games, they're all looking really good until you made a mistake.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Even though you didn't die in the Ezreal game, I think, right? You didn't die in the Ezreal game, but it's looking really good until you started making like small mistakes or maybe bigger mistakes. But if you can fix these, you're like, I think you're gonna win every game, right? Because even though you miss opportunities, like whatever, you can kill Jinx, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you're only making good plays later in the game, right? That's the important part. So keep it up. I think you're doing good. You just gotta make sure you're fixing this main mistake and being patient. I think these two are the easiest to do for you.
Yeah,
just
pretty much.
tell yourself don't use anything. I think that's what helps me the most. And then you'll say don't use anything, but then when you see something really juicy, you'll use it. And turns out it's good, right? And then this one is just, this is easy habit. Pink word every base. This is the actively thinking one. I think you need to work on. Okay, look at the map before you make a decision. Whether it's a good decision, bad decision, we just want you to get in the habit of looking at the map to make a decision, and then you can go from there, right? Because a lot of there's not many choices you have to make, right? It's like, oh, you see them missing, don't push because they're ganking you, or yeah, that's like about it, right? It's really basic in terms of what can happen when you look at the map, right? Two things, right? You look at the map, they're ganking you. Okay, play safe. You look at the map, they're all fighting somewhere else. Okay, what can you get? That's about it, right? So that's what I would say you can work on. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cool. If you do come up with any other questions, feel free to message you on Discord. Otherwise, I guess good luck in your games. We'll call it here.
Yeah. Thanks and good luck to you too.
Dude, no problem. Thank you. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna play some Ezreal too. So I'm gonna try and make sure I don't eat it as well.
Okay.
But yeah, good stuff, dude. I hope you can make it out of gold. I don't know why you're only gold 4, but
I mean I dropped from gold 3 today, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say.
I mean I was in Plat promos like 2 weeks before.
Right. That's actually what I was gonna say. I was gonna say if you don't throw these games, I would say you're a plat player, right? I'll say from what I'm seeing, it seems like you're a platinum level. It's just if you do throw games, that's what would prevent you from getting there, right? And I would say honestly, if something's not working out for you, try something else, right? I would say Xayah is really hard. I think in terms of what you need to work on, for me, Xayah is not what you want. Yeah.
I mean, for me with Xayah, it's either I totally smash my opponent or I get smashed.
Right. I would say
there's no middle thing.
This is the opposite of what you want for stuff you're working on. Like this is super hard with Xayah, and so is this because you need to make sure you know what you're doing with your ulti as you like think about this. I don't know. I think it's really hard to do it with Xayah, but if you really like her, keep playing her. Go for it. Yeah, I would say Ezreal is definitely good. So
yeah, I guess.
So I mean, whatever you do, you right. As long as you're working on these things, I think you'll do really well. So.
Yep.
All right. I guess we'll call it here. Good luck in your games. Let me know how things go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. See ya.
Good luck and have a good day.
Same.